All right, everybody, welcome back to the Follower Fisher channel. My name's Phil Fisher, and this is the Workbench stream day. It is Saturday, second week of April. Everyone's having a good day so far. We're back to the Tamiya after a very interesting week. We had to say goodbye to our little buddy Charlie. It was hard to do. It's something we had to do today, so I apologize for the lack of a Tuesday night stream and a Thursday morning stream. Ended up taking off work Thursday and Friday to spend time with the wife and kind of take care of some things, but we're back. We're back on Saturday. Figure if anything, this is a good diversion. Putting together our Tamiya Renault RE-20. So we're back on the rear compressors here. So I went ahead and primed a lot of this. These here, I'm not sure what they are, but they are currently in the airbrush box. They're getting primed with a Tamiya TS, well, not primed, but painted with a Tamiya TS16, the pure yellow. So I'll have to go run and grab those at some point, but we got enough hand brushing here to kind of keep us busy. We'll have to do the flat black around the bottom of the intercoolers here. The end here, and then on the turbines, the compressors themselves, and these here. So we got some things to paint. I'll have to probably do another coat there. And we'll be ready to bolt the bad boy to the back of the whole engine, which will be wild. And then on to power turbines, the exhaust. We're getting very, very close. Getting very, very close. And I'm really excited once we can wire up the radiator. That'll be nice. And the transmission, the gearbox. But yeah, I mean, we're almost there. It's going to be rear suspension and body by the time we get this all bolted on. Yeah. So we should have everything we need to get the next couple steps done. Like I said, the only thing that's out there is going to be these pieces on the end, but they can just be glued on the end. No real rush there. So I say we start with the semi-gloss. Start with these guys here and the ends of these. Yeah, how's everyone's weekend? I just got to watch a very, very cool interview with my good friend Flyray Stream and Ava Dobson. So definitely go check them out.
Let's have a look first at my mess I made. Look at this. Wow. So much blood and powder. What the fuck I did?
That's a good clip. I like that clip. I thought the audio was fine. Some network wonkiness, but there's always network wonkiness. But yeah. So we'll do this today, and then we'll see behind the scenes this week as a distraction for both Lace and myself. We got her set up with her streaming rig. So I was actually thinking we could do Core Keeper or more Allen Tail maybe tomorrow instead of my normal X4 stream. Yeah, it's hard. Especially if they're just like, I don't know. Does Ava do streaming normally? Just gonna use this wedge 0. No, she just used her phone. Oh yeah, then that's hard to do. There's one thing I've learned post-pandemic is a lot of people are not yet used to using multimedia technology. So, like, I don't know. I always get calls from office people being like, I don't know, I can't get my headphones swapped over here. It's like, well, I don't know. Someone who's done recording on Windows, it's like, well, check your device, check all that stuff. But you have to be used to playing with that. I'm not saying she's technologically. Yeah, I've been thinking about setting it up as a camera in lieu of this webcam. Even though this webcam is supposed to be pretty good, I think the autofocus on the phone might be a little better. It might have a less grainy look to it. Handle the light a little better. But I haven't really messed with it too much. There we go. All right. Yeah, you know, we're independents doing the best we can with what we got. And just being able to talk to people is awesome. I agree with that. That's why I love the chat with streams. That's why I didn't want to miss them. That's why I was like, all right, I'll start after Vivs. All right. It's looking pretty good. Huh. I have been meaning to go back. The problem is, Viv, is you have about 4 years of content out on YouTube, and it's a lot of content to go through. I try to catch up what I can. Now CD's doing VODs and streaming 5 days a week too. It's tough keeping up. But I will. Well, weren't you vlogging on YouTube before then? With the Chaos channel? All right, I go check out a chat with Brenna. I'm sure I'd like all of them. Okay. Okay. What? Sorry, Lace got me a shrimp. Here, a shrimp. And it must be placed ceremoniously on top of the flat black. Well, I have to move it now because that's the one I was going to open. There we go. Shrimp on stream. Okay. How many have you done so far? You had to have done a few, right? All the flat black here. And all the flat black here. $16 is a great number. There you go. That's like 36 hours. 32 hours, sorry. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to move the chassis for now. Go ahead and throw that over there for now. Yep. Then we're moving on to the Tamiya F1 flat black. One of my favorite colors, but also one of my least favorite colors. When it behaves, it's great. I love it. When it doesn't behave, I get mad at it. But that's on me. Definitely on me. Well, what can I say? We're okay sometimes. Sometimes Americans are okay. It's got a little harder lately. But most of the time. Not a shining moment here, but then right on top here. There we go. That looks good. Cut. Just can't believe. I guess I got him. So, Viv, is there anyone you would love to have on a chat with? I feel like I'm interviewing you. Oh, yeah. Put it this way, you get a chat with Pato. I want to be part of that one. I'm gonna hijack your stream. Speaking of, I still need to send you stuff. You know who you really want to interview, though? Oh, hey, White Wolf. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm back on my Tamiya grind. Hey, Patty. We're doing the, I need a pizza time amount. I keep and knock it. There we go. That's a little better. All right. All right, so that's it. For the compressor turbines. I get it. It's I don't know. I see people stream painting for like 8 hours at a time. I go, I can't. I try. I try real hard. I don't know. Because there's a lot of sub-assembly and painting. Like when doing minis, I think I can do a little more straightforward. Just paint straight ahead painting. Like just layer after layer after layer. The model kits I gotta like go and do more priming and that sort of mess. It's not terrible. Let me move this over here so I can keep a better eye on the chat there. It's also because I have such a small amount of artistic ability. Not very. I use it up pretty quick. And I feel like even doubly so with scale modeling. Just because it's really... I was talking to my niece who stayed over last night with us. Her mother just came and got her. And she says, I do paint by numbers. And I said, you know what? So do I. That's essentially what I'm doing. Oh, did you finish the Helldrake? Dude, that Helldrake. It is gorgeous. All the non-metallic metalwork. And I don't know if you're a Poor Hammer fan at all, but the Helldrake is the epitome of the Chaos Trim Hell Zone. It is all of the Chaos Trim. Just everything is you know, got the metallic edges to it. And it man. Exactly, yeah. You know, and I gripe because my primary is AdMech. It's my primary army. Well, not terrible. It has its own fair share of stupid trim. Little cog wheels everywhere. Hoses and so many warning stripes if you want to do it. Okay.
Go for it. My emotions.
They're fun. I actually like AdMech a lot. I hope to never paint call again. That's my goal. I can never do that. We'll do that. And then I make dumb decisions, like saying, you know what else I want to play? Drukari. You know what else I want to play? Gene Stealer cults. So I pick stupid, low point armies, painting 1,800 dudes. And I learn to hate the hobby more quickly. Do everything you're not supposed to do in that hobby. Because it could be worse. The fourth could be a guard. Guard army. Oh no, you can definitely... Viv, get rest. I know it's late for you. I don't think I've ever shown my call on stream. Let me wrap this up. I'll go grab him. I did paint to Mars. Like the standard AdMech red is like my faves. I like the look of Stormcast Eternals. I don't play any AOS. I want to be honest. Once again, because I'm a glutton for punishment, White Wolf, I would play Sylvaneth. Because I don't have enough headaches or stuff to paint in my life. They are so cool. I love bug mounts. That makes me so happy. Tree men. I mean, just in terms of pure look, I think they're very cool. I have no idea how they play, but they're very, very cool. Mara, sweetheart, you were just outside. You're gonna have to wait, baby girl. This is such bad technique, guys. Still have a hard time painting to the camera in some ways. Okay, and the ends as well. Silly, silly boy. Oh, nice. I'm excited to see this. Never done a Titan. So I have done, I guess, close enough. Optimus Prime for, not Optimus Prime, Liberty Prime for the Fallout game. Bought a third-party STL for that. Painted that up. That's like as close to Titan as I'm gonna get. At least in terms of armies I play. Well, I guess there's the... You're talking a proper Titan, right? Not like a Warhound or something. Or, Knights. The little dudes. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Epic Scale Warlord. That's still sweet, though. I love Titans. Titans are cool. I think they are very cool. I mean, that's a good size. Now, Tamiyas are alcohol based, so I like to work with isopropyl when doing brush cleaning on them. And I have some lacquer too, so I got to do all the... You're insane. White Wolf, you're insane. You're a mad lad. That's why it's so cool watching everyone, because I get to watch people do a bunch of freehand and non-metallic metal and try to figure out how to do it all myself. I do the best I can. I'm not great at any of it, but yeah. Which is why you have a 60-hour Helldrake. Let me grab my my call real quick. Somehow, I've still managed not to break anything off of this. This is my call. Not super great, a little muddy, but he plays the tabletop. Yeah, if you ever... So, the arms come in sub-assemblies. So do yourself a favor if you ever paint this. Do the arms separate. Just because there's no way in hell you're getting in there. Like with any sort of confidence. At least I don't have that kind of control. But yeah, just sub-assemble, especially the axe arm. Because it's too nuts. I got all the little wires and all the hazard striping. It gets insane really quick. But yeah, I don't know. AdMech is so cool. And you get to be a jerk. If you're an AdMech player, you get to talk about how the Emperor is just an avatar. You can start like political fights or religious fights in the 40k universe. You could be the opposition. All right. Let's get these off. I want to see. Oh. All right. Yeah, they're not too bad. These will be buried on the back of the car. So, the right one's this thicker one. I like fantasy stuff. I mean, I don't know. I feel like sci-fi is more my heart. Like my true love. I don't know. Like I don't know. You go to the local game store, you're gonna end up playing some form of GW something, right? I feel like most people, but I have a love of historics and then sci-fi. But I'm also up for fantasy. Like I love a good Blood Bowl. I just, you know, facing down, buying another big, you know, platoon game. I don't know if I want to do that anymore because it just gets wild, right? I've got essentially 3 40k armies, and I got 2 Legion armies. I've got a bunch of Shatterpoint. I got a bunch of MCP. Got a bunch of Fallout. I just go, where am I gonna? I have to sell an army, and I have all the historics. I have 4 bolt action armies. Well, really 3. Got the Marines different. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, yes. I feel like there is more room for artistry, if that makes sense, with fantasy stuff. Like, I mean, just look at the Sylvaneth stuff, right? That's beautiful. Regardless if you play or not, those sculpts are great. And I'm not saying like Gulamin is not. I like Kill Team. Kill Team's fun. I need them to not change the rules up on me all the time. That's the only thing I need. I don't need a 4th edition of Kill Team. It's fine. Started doing what's the skirmish one? Warcry. I started doing a little bit of that. But like not enough to pick up a 5th team or anything. Or Warband. Warband, yeah. Alright. We're good on this front. To be honest, I think we can leave these aluminum. There we go. I'll have to play Soul Blight. There's so much I want to play. Like, I have some Gaslands on deck. Another great one that I think is criminally underrated, and I kind of get burnt out on zombie stuff. The County Road Z is a really great game. I think it's a lot of fun. Oh, the Soul Blight Army from AOS. Gotcha. Well, there you go. I also haven't played them. Here we go. All right, we'll get those wrapped. I think we're pretty close here. So let's do this. One of my fave minis I painted with Soul Blight, and he gets no attention, but I love him. Like, just people don't play it? I gotta look this up. Oh, yeah. Okay, I do really like this. Yeah, shoot. I'll approve it. Oh yeah, buy it. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay, give it another shot. Sorry, links should be unblocked now. There you go. Yeah, that looks sweet. Yeah, everyone go check out White Wolf. He's been working on a wicked Helldrake. I think that should do it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Leave you? And hey, Luna. Everyone, Kawaii and Cozy, aka Luna. There we go. Nice, I've made it. The viewer bots are piling in. Yes, everyone say hello to Kawaii and Cozy, my wife, producer, moderator, Luna. Oh, that's so cute. I like it. We had an interesting week. We were watching niece and nephew. It was lots going on. Lots going on. True. I could, yes. I have to open them. I cannot always put them there. It's on the other one. It's on the other black one now. She likes to put little things on my desk. It's like a little secret that she loves. All right. It's pretty good. So I think it does. Yeah, just like that. The 90 coming off the top there. So when doing modeling, I tend to do a mix of glues. Sometimes I'll use plastic cement, sometimes I'll use super glue. In this case, we're just going to go ahead and use that plastic cement. The core in there wasn't really painted. We'll use the Tamiya Ultra Thin, get that in there nice. Beautiful. Do the same here for this little ring. If you guys find that that shout out being annoying, let me know. I will turn it off. I'm just kind of messing with StreamerBot and some of the stuff it can do. I can go back to definitely just a regular old shout out. She is, well, come here. Hey. Princess. No. She doesn't want to mess with us today. No. She's kind of like a Catahoula mix. Ah, Nightbot. Yes. I need to play with it a little bit and see what else we can do. Oh. And she likes to bark a lot on stream. That's the other thing. She's got 2 different colored eyes and loves to bark on stream. And one of her favorite things. So, for the new folks, welcome in. My name's Phil Fisher. This is the Follower Fisher channel. And here we do some miniature painting, modeling. Today we're working on the Renault RE-20 Formula One car from the 1980 season. It's a Tamiya 1/12 scale. Very, very cool kit, and I'm very happy with how it's going. A wonderful Christmas gift for my wife. Here's the rest of it. Oop, as I knock it into the desk, but here we go. It'll be pretty sizable when we're done. One of the cool things about it is it's actually sprung. So like there's actual like suspension in here. And the steering's actually linked. Yeah, there's actual this is always a pain in the butt, but I should be able to peel it back really carefully. Oh, you'll just have to take my word for it. There is a spring behind this panel. Yeah, this car's sweet. Lots of nice photo etch. All the lines coming off it. This is going to be sweet once we get it all kind of hooked up. I swear, once we get the rear bulkhead put on, and we start hooking up the rads, which hopefully, I mean, we should be done with very shortly. Well, I mean, you don't have to go crazy. You can always start with something smaller. Like one of the things I have on the deck is this deck. So the Lotus Europa. And I mean, it's kind of a unique car. It's not particularly sexy in an American muscle way, but a little naturally aspirated i4. It's pretty sweet. We'll have to mess with it. And they're just the level of the Tamiya kit engineering is really good. But I don't know. I do a mix of stuff. You build a third cat out of cat hair from the other two. We call it Miskaboo. Miskboo? I don't know. I'll workshop it. Miskaloo. There we go. Miskaloo. Luca? No, that one doesn't work. Trying to name Viv's combined cat here. Oh. Baka. There you go. And then when it bites on stuff, you call it Chewbacca. I'm sorry. I'll see myself out. Thank you everyone for the stream. I appreciate. No, kidding. Oh, terrible, Phil. You're just awful. Okay, let's get the other included before I do any more damage here today. Just like this. Same thing. Take our Tamiya Ultra Thin. Just go in here. There we go. And I will say this. If you get into scale models, like scale modeling, you will learn how to do water slides. You will figure out how to do decals, because that's like half of it. You don't have to do stupid decals, like really dumb ones. This will be our decal sheet for this project. This is not as bad as some of the other ones, but some of these larger ones, this is how you learn how to do water transfers. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oof. It was almost bad news. Let's mess that up. And reinforce a little bit. Yeah, aside from this, I like to do like simulation management stuff. Fly Race Dream is trying to get me to do endurance racing on iRacing. Do like city builders and that sort of stuff as well. So okay, this one should be done. Yep, we got our ring on there. And then I think this guy. Nope, it's gonna be the other one. It's gonna be this one. Just like this. Yeah, like that. That's the lot. That's the way. This is the way. I might actually super glue this because it's like pretty loose on there. There's a lot of play, and I don't know if it'll actually bond properly if we do it. I don't know. We'll mess with it. We'll see what we can do here. We're getting there, and I do have to go check the airbrush booth for the yellow painted end of these. So my preferred go-to, I should say glue, super glue, is this stuff, the Starbond multi-purpose. It's great. You can use accelerant with it. It's fine. Everything's fine. I like it very much. And it's great for metallics as well. So your pewter minis. There. All right. It's pretty good. Get the other one going here. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. There we go. Just like that. Okay. And then these are going to be glued. Well, this one will be glued here. I should check fit, huh? Fit check. Not the best. But we got some sprue goo. We can make it work. The other stuff is also fairly gap filling. Not in love with. I mean, it's sitting flush. I don't need to really trim down the pin or anything. I might, just a tiny bit. Let's do that. couple passes of that guy. Test the fit again. It's okay. It's still the same. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and glue it. And then I'm going to gap fill with the super glue. Or I could do sprue goo. I do have the sprue goo as well. Get in the hole. You know what? Primed, not primed, but I painted all of this. Yep. Yeah, this should be fine. I don't know why it didn't show it. Oops. Yeah, okay. So they're not showing this piece, but it's there. All right. There's one. Let's check the fit here. This one actually is much more flush. All right, guys, we got a short 130 ad coming up. No. Doesn't really want to behave for me today. All right, I guess that's about as good as it's gonna get for now. Let's stay here. Okay. Let that chill. And I need tubing. My metric mat. So we can cut our tubing. Hey, welcome back to the other side of the ads. I'm glad you made it out alive. Yeah, we're just working on our Renault. Let me grab this. Hey, what's everyone doing today? You having a good day? You have a picnic? You enjoying the spring? Oops. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Get in the crack there. There we go. See how that plays for us. We've gone ahead and do one more on this side. Let's get in the crack there. A little more on the other side. All right. Doing pretty good. There we go. So, now that we got this set up, all of this gets glued to the bottom of the intercoolers. So right in here, we've got these going. So, here and here. This will be like this. And then the other one on the other side, just like that. I believe. I am not mistaken. There we go. Okay. Yep, that is exactly what we need to do. And then all of this is going to bolt in to the block. Ooh, okay. So let's cut our cables here. Get that set up and glued on. I think we need 40 and 40 mil. 80 mil total of our fat boy tubing. There we go. And then we can start doing the exhaust. 2 times 40. Yep. So very scientific here and measured. By that I mean not at all. I mean, close enough. 40 mil. Same here. $40 mil. You can see we still got a little bit of tubing to go. There's too much wire, too much tubes. There we go. I don't even know where these are going. I mean, I know they go here, but from here, I have no idea where they go. So I kind of want to know. That's going to kind of dictate. Here. I guess they go... Okay, so they'll go back. Up and back towards the transmission and stuff. Okay. So we'll glue them that way. Easy enough to do. This we will just use super glue for. Plastic glue will just kind of melt. It won't do anything. Not great. So just kind of like this. Oh. Same on this side. Back towards the remainder. There we go. All right. Chat, we are closing in here. This is going to be a very interesting. So, let's make sure we don't mess any of this up. Because Formula 1 cars are mid-engine cars, which means that, like, You know, the engine sits in the middle of the car between the rear axle and the front axle. And the issue with that is the engine is actually part of the structure of the car. And if we don't get this right, it's going to look all lopsided, not sit flat on all four wheels, which would be kind of a nightmare. And I definitely don't want to do. Yeah, this will go here. The vinyl tubes coming off of the fuel pump are going in and out of the body. I think the top one goes up here. The bottom one goes here. And then these two, are, I think, are these part of the radiator? These crisscross and attach on the opposite sides like this. Well, like this. And then the other one over there. So I think we can do those with forceps. I think we do everything with forceps. I have no idea what this goes to. It doesn't really tell me. And then we get a 2x6mm screw, which will bolt through the back here into the block itself. So I definitely want to triple check fit when we put this on. And I'm debating if we put it on before or after. I say we put it on before. And then we can put the bottom of the intercoolers on. It shouldn't be that bad, I don't think. Well, I guess maybe. They go here. Okay, don't break it. Don't break it, Phil. Don't break it. Because these will actually... Alright, maybe... Yeah, I think we do the engine first. Let's get the block on. What the heck did I catch here? Is that like cork? Either way, we're good now. Okay. So, forceps we need. This will be fun. So, get this out of here. You even guide it through there? Interesting. Yeah, it looks like I can. With the start down there. And these crisscross and go back the other way. Oh, sorry. Kawaii and Cozy says, hydrate. Take a drink. Ooh. I have it. That's very true. Easy to get lost in it. So it's just not sitting in the pins the way I'd hoped it would. So these pins should go through the rear of the bulkhead here. They're not sitting nice. So I could shave them. Or what if I do them first? Nope. I don't want to put too much force on any of this. Yeah, we're going to shave them. We're just going to not risk it. There we go. Then or we drill out the holes. One of the two. We could do both. Just sit in there nice for me. Now I really stuck it in there. All right. Going to widen these up a little bit. I'm not going to break out the pin vise. I'm just going to use the hobby knife. This is going to be way buried in the middle of the car. No one should really see this. No one's going to see that. No one's going to see this. I think it doesn't like being in the hole at the same time. All right, no one clip that out of context now. One, come on, do the other. You're so close. You're so close. There we go. Okay. And then just this pin on the other side of the engine. Come on. There it is. Okay. We're in. We're in, chat. There we go. There is no tolerance here. That's wild. Like, if you think of how much room your belts have in your car, and then it's right up against this intercooler here, that's insane. That's absolutely bonkers. Okay, so we're sitting flush. Everything looks good. We've got a couple things to clean up, but I do want to get this screwed in. Let me get the micro screwdriver set, and I'll get that taken care of. Now I have to give Tamiya credit, because they do give you this little dude, but I don't know. This drives me nuts. Not my favorite. Yeah, like I said, I apologize to everyone for the weird schedule this week. Things have just been a little wild at our house. Uh-oh. I dropped screws everywhere. 2x6 mil. That's correct. That's correct. Yep. We had to say goodbye to our buddy Charlie. Our dog of 12 years had some kidney failure over the week. And then my sister-in-law was in the hospital as well, so we had the nieces and nephew, well, niece and nephew. They were dealing with that. So it's been an interesting week. The schedule's been a little wonky. I missed Tuesday. I missed Thursday morning when I usually do my mini painting. But we're back on schedule here, back on track per normal. And tomorrow, I'm thinking, depending on if Luna is up for it, Kawaii and Cozy, maybe we'll do some Core Keeper, or we'll do Ale and Tail Tavern. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to do something. We're just going to go back in here. And this is all kind of self-threading. I mean, they're machine screws, but, you know, don't over tighten this because it'll probably crack the plastic or strip the inside. So we just want to make sure we're tightened down enough. Beautiful. That looks good. And I'll go ahead, we'll hit these two pins here with the regular glue. Plastic glue. And then we got a ton of hoses to hook up. That's okay. We're just going to go in here. Get that there. This will all be hidden against the monocoque. Like this is the rear bulkhead of the monocoque. Essentially the back of the fuel tank. So nothing inside will be seen. We got this outline from the alternator. I don't know. This is going somewhere. I have no idea where it's going. It's going somewhere. We got these two lines. These guys crisscross here. But I want to do the clear lines first. I think those are going to be a little easier. So I'm going to grab our first one here. I'm going to take it up. I think the top one goes here. Come on, there we go. Top one goes upper left. There. Okay. So these are fuel in and out, it looks like. So we might have to do the same here. Let's open these a little bit. These are only gonna just, nothing's bolting to this. They're only for the fuel lines. There we go. Ooh, bent it. Come on. You're so close. Why do you do this to me? Not quite. We'll kind of open this up again. I'm sure some Tamiya purists out there being like, what are you doing? I'm an animal. There. That's definitely got to be big enough. There we go. Okay. There's our fuel line one. Come on, make it easy. You're not going to make it easy, are you? Oh, guys. That's it. I'm going to do Gundam now. No. No Gundam? I've been wanting to do a Gundam kit. Everyone's got good Rex. A Gundam I should build, let me know. Come on, you're right there. I see you. You're right there. Just through. Just through. Just through. All right, there we go. Gotcha, you bugger. There we go. Okay. Fuel in and out. There we go. So this, as is going over and under. So they would have to go this way. I don't see any other way. I guess they could go down below. I didn't plan for that. That's not great. Okay. Let's see. So this is where you think you got everything sorted. The kid's like, you wish, sucker. That's gotta be below. Yeah, because it's saying definitely below the top of the intercooler here. This. Let's come on through, just like that. Did I cut them too thin? Well, we can mess with it later. Okay. This is going to have to go over the fuel line. I don't know. Is that alternators there? Or the distributor cap? And then assuming we even have the room. Oof. Now it's going to have to go under the distributor. Is what it's going to have to do. Ooh, this is going to be ugly. Can we do this without breaking it? Good question. And fancy little surgery here. Keep going. Oh, we're so close here. Come on. Come down. Come on down. Come on through. This is even saying... Well, it doesn't even picture the alternator. No, it does say up and over. Okay. Well, that was a waste. Okay. Up and over the alternator. Or the distributor. I lied, chat. This is not the way. This is not the way. This is the kind of, well, I jest, but usually the content is a little more interesting. Yeah. But we gotta do what we gotta do. And with this kit, that just means a ton of little tubes. That's what this kit means. Can I bring it under the fuel line, though? Hey! What's up, AWOL? How was your Saturday, my man? hate that it gets kinked. This is saying under, so that should be enough to get us there. That's enough to get us there. Okay. So, next thing, we got our fuel lines in. Right? Got these two lines. Oh, nice. Coming into summer. You're going to need it. Even though I think you probably do better in up where you're at than we do, but you've also lived here, so you know exactly what we go through. All right, here we go. So I say we start nailing these lines here. Just gonna get a little glue on our pin. Slide that hose on there. Nice like. We're gonna have to hold it. Oh no! Little hair on there. Okay. All right. So, good on this front. Just gonna hit these pins real quick. Yeah, man, it's actually doing something now. We're looking real. Well, realer. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's been going. It's been pretty solid so far. But I am gonna need to take a quick break. I need to use the restroom. I need to go get these last pieces for this. Make sure they're done on the other side. I'll leave you with this and some music real quick. I should have. I thought about like taking like almost like this the Carolberg Crimson and just like inking the inside of the tubes to give it kind of that. I don't know how prevalent this was in the 80s, but you know, like some race fuels will be dyed just so they're easier to see, or like marine diesel, they'll dye that. But yeah, that'd be sweet to have it sitting there. Yeah. But this will all go on the back. It goes over. No, it goes under. Definitely getting closer. Still got to touch up the bottom, but Yeah. I don't know if we'll get the bulkhead on today, but if we can get at least these intercoolers finished up, we get that doing it. So that would be like a... I bet Patty or Viv would know the answer to that one. Because this would have been the era of mid-race refuel for Formula One. I think. 1980 they were still doing it. Maybe not. Maybe they were done by that time. This will go here. All right. Since we're so close. Beautiful. Oh, I was so worried about that. It looks good. There we go. But before I glue this stuff on, like I said, I do need to take a quick break, get the other pieces, but we'll be back in about 5 minutes, y'all. I hope to see you on the other side. It adds in like 25 minutes. I can't really run it prematurely, but we'll be right back. Okay. We back. No, actually, I had a question, because do you know if the 1980 Formula One season they were still doing active refueling? And Viv, you should you should eat and then sleep. Don't sleep and then eat. That's the backwards way. But you could definitely go eat. Okay, so there would have been no refueling. Okay. And the other thing is, do you know if they dyed their fuel? It is a big honking fuel tank. I mean, it's definitely a driver's worth of fuel sitting back there. Ooh, that was almost too much. Almost too much. So this would be a straight pipe one. There we go. There's one. And we'll need to do the same for the other. This one I was a little more concerned about. This one's a little more touchy. It doesn't seem terrible. Okay. Yep. In here. Oh no, I just got glue on the oil filter. Okay. There's that. Good deal, guys. That's looking sweet. That's looking pretty good. I am happy with that so far. I think the sprue goo is dried. So we could probably finish painting up the flat black around here, around this collar, coming off the intercoolers. And then, yeah, wow, okay. Somehow I thought that was going to be way worse than it actually is. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It could have been way worse. We managed still not to break anything. I am so proud of that. Let's see. And I think this just goes here. I think this goes around the whole bloody thing. Or not. Okay. So, I guess actually, oof, okay, this will be interesting. It was here. All right. Beautiful. So I'm going to use this as like structural, I hope. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Yeah, so it goes up and behind. Yep, beautiful. Perfect. All right, good deal, guys. There it is. Like I said, we gotta wait for this to dry, but we're almost there. And these will just go on the ends of these turbines here. And then exhaust time. So these are the power turbines. We'll need a black screw. That would have been fun. Oh yeah, didn't they? They used to do. They used to start with like nitrogen cooled tanks. Just gonna move you out of the way for now. That's so wild. That's what I love about this. Just the wildness of this sport. I mean, there is something to be said for like good old, I don't know, American muscle, but this is just fun. I love the technology piece of it. Was it Tyrrell? I remember hearing something about this, but I don't remember who the hell it was. Grab him under Bernie Ecclestone. Yep. That makes sense. Where did my nips go? There they are. $37. They're both 37. Okay, good deal. There we go. This will be fun. Yay, more tiny ass parts. All right. And then was it 65? 63. 69, 61, 63, and 64. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's do this. I guess that makes sense because the turbines are going different ways. And I don't want to mess this up. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll have to try that, AWOL. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I get I don't know, I try not to do this to this the actual GW paint handles as much. I try to do it with the fill bottles a little more if I'm going to do that. Yeah. Oh no, really? Did I pull it? Oh no. That's okay. It'll look like it's chipped. That's fine. Oh no. Oh, it looks like dog poopy. Oh, I should have let it rest. Should have let it sit. That's on me though. And then years before refueling was allowed, but more as an emergency, but no one really knew it was worth to deliberately short fuel. Yeah, I guess, and that makes sense too, you know? I guess you do the calculation and say, well, if we're not carrying all this fuel with us, we could time that correctly. My guess is there was nothing in the regs that said anything about it. I guess before refueling was allowed. Okay, yep. And then you could, you know, not have to carry as much with you. I mean, yeah. I mean, with the hybrid, I think it's a little easier now. I don't know how much of that's, you know, armchair engineer, right? You know, if you're doing regen, you can offset some of that fuel consumption with the regen. Actually looks pretty clean. There it is. Ooh. I did a number here. And, well, yeah, regarding the tack, that makes complete sense. Yeah, it should stick fine. And the bottles are whatever. That's, yeah, I'm not too concerned about them. I think it was just deemed a safety hazard. There was some deaths during refueling incidents, if I recall correctly. If not death, definitely like hit crew on fire. Oh no! The one you just did? With the little alien guy? Oh no. Dude, I'm sorry. That sucks. Well, sounds inappropriate, at least this time, but everyone give AWOL Trooper some love. I have such cool people in my community. I have the coolest people. But yeah, you should see this this piece he's been working on the past week or so. It is so cool. I don't know if AWOL has clips that we can play. I assure you, he is a streamer, and that is his channel. I need to just modify that default message. It's I think that's the error message when there's no clips. We're gonna see if we can. Nah, you know what? It's fine, right? It doesn't look too bad. It looks like chip paint. It's fine. Because I undercoated with the aluminum. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. We'll just we'll finish this up in the middle. Yeah, Viv, are you gonna go eat? The mindless, the alien brain pilot one, the zombie. Actually, I don't even know if it's a zombie. It looks kind of like a zombie. But I do love the penguin. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that's probably good. Someone's going to catch on fire in IndyCar over the next decade, and they're going to do the same thing. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, no, we shouldn't do that. My favorite thing about IndyCar is the squirt. I don't know if they do the squirt in NASCAR. Yep, exactly. Just what Patty said. All right, well, yeah, I'll see you. I will be here. If I'm not live, I'm usually at my computer. Speaking of, I don't know why the Discord bot's not working. We do have a Discord. Viv was nice enough to help me test it out along with Kawaii and Cozy. So, if you want to stay up to date on the schedule, that is the place to do it. Yeah, I love the little squirt. That's my favorite thing about IndyCar. Little water shot as they drive away. I think it's just exclamation Discord. Yeah, there we go. Oh, stream elements. Now that I got streamer bot, I gotta undo all my other commands. Keep doing development. Exactly. And that's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. The, oh, you're going to be on fire, but no one can see it. Yay, Link is working. See, we figure this out little by little. We got to figure it out. Not always the speediest way, but we get it sorted. So I think I was talking to Fly about this the other day, but like, you know, when I come home from work, or log off from work, I should say, last thing I want to do is mess with more servers. So I get lazy about it sometimes. Yeah, to be honest, Patty, I don't know either. No, I'm not. You've got very, very pretty. Yeah, tradition. Exactly. Let's see if we can not pull any more paint off. Okay. There we go. Do the backside now. The backside of water. Now, my guess is everyone over the wall has to sign some sort of liability release. If I had to guess. Enforced arbitration with Penske. That's the other thing. Like, you versus Rogers lawyers. All right, now I think I'm gonna glue these first. They don't seem too bad. And if we do them before we paint, we can use the Tamiya. You can actually use the plastic glue. So I say we get this on here. We can worry about everything else later. It's pretty good. There we go. Start getting the exhaust going here. Who would have known that the exhaust on this turbo car would be so complicated? Who could have thunk it? There we go. All right. So now we've got two setups here. It is exhausting. All right, they both go on. All right, guys, it doesn't help me. Okay, we'll just do it like this. I guess that's just how we gotta do it. Then we'll do 63. Well, no. Okay. I don't know which one's which anymore, guys. I don't know. That's frustrating. Does one have the square and the other? That's what it is. Okay. Nope, this one should also have one. It does. It's on the bottom. And this one is on the top. That's why. Okay. It'll be like that. Ooh, this is gonna be wild. Okay. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know if I'm ready for this today. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I just know there's so many of these. Each of these has to fit up on the block and everything else at the same time. I'm just like, really kind of terrified. But we are closing in on this. Here she is. Ah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. My boy Johnny. Okay. So yeah, we'll have to trim those down for sure. Just to get that. Let's try them both. See how this goes. Nope. Alright, they both kind of suck. I'm sure I could wedge it in there. I don't really want to do that. Yeah, look, it's already stripping the paint off. Okay. Maybe it'll be fine. And I could always trim the inside here just a tiny teensy little bit. Make sure I don't have any yellow paint on my hands. No, I think we're okay here. Get in here. Very, very lightly scrape the inside. These are the same part, so particularly matter. Yeah. There we go. Oh. This one's gonna need a little more love. Mama, don't let your kids grow up to build Tamiya kits. They will go crazy. They will look baller, but they will be a pain in the butt the whole way. Everyone's having a great Saturday wherever you may be. Remember, you are awesome. In a time of uncertainty and lost plastic pieces, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. A, you never know when you might need someone. B, man, we're all just trying to get through this nightmare we call life. Well, we can do. Yeah. That should do it. So we are going to have to use the super glue again. These guys, bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Maybe a little on here. Here. There we go. Have a good night, Viv. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up for the evening here, I think. Anything else I'm going to have to do more prep on, so this is pretty good so far, I feel like. I hope you sleep well, schlaf gut. We'll make you an American yet. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So here's what I'll do. Because we're almost at 2.5 hours. This is probably a great time. Call it. Bill's getting thirsty. I will say, scale modeling and painting and scotch tend not to go super well together. That's my professional opinion. Don't try to paint tiny things while you're drinking. Even with coffee, there's a limit. There's like a 3-cup limit. And then the shakes start getting crazy, right? We'll get these, the exhaust system and the power turbines done next week. I'll go ahead and get this put together. I'll wait to assemble. But I'll at least go. This is all black, black, black. I think this is metallic gray. So I'll get these painted in the airbrush booth. And then we'll work on getting these attached over there. So, yeah. It feels pretty good. Yeah, it's been slow going, but this is the complicated stuff. Now we're in the hard stuff. Well, we got the whole rear suspension to do too, but I feel like when we did the front suspension, it wasn't nearly as bad. That should go pretty quick. Oil tank. Then the blow-offs, the air chambers. The body stuff will go pretty quick. And then just decals, y'all. Decals, wheels. Steering wheel, gloves. And then we'll have a race car. So yeah. Let's see what's going on today. See what other folks are doing on this gorgeous Saturday. Tell you what, no raid today. we'll just hang out. We'll chat for a little bit. So what do we got coming up? We've got some more Tamiya stuff. Tomorrow stream, we've got multiplayer games with Kawhi and Cozy. Probably Core Keeper. Probably some Ale and Tail Tavern. That's an option. Tuesday night, we'll go back to transportation. I want to play some trains. It's been a while since we've done some trains. So maybe we'll do trains. Maybe we'll do X4. So Tuesday night, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday morning, 5:30 a.m. Eastern is the mini stream. We got some ogres ready to go. And I did get our pan-European infantry put together. Well, primed. So I got some more of this to do. So maybe we'll do that Tuesday morning. And then, or Thursday morning. And then back to the workbench on Saturday. We'll see what else we got going on. There's stuff we can do, but we'll see you around. Once again, I apologize for this week. It's been a little wild. All sorts of stuff going on at the moment. Thank you all for hanging out today. We'll see you next time. Once again, be cool to everyone. And I hope you all have a great rest of the weekend. I'm sure I'll talk to some of you. But yeah, enjoy it. Have a good night, everybody.